Hi guys. I wanted to say that Pineapple Junction's always got some weird things going on up there all the time. Every time, there's only one time I stayed up there where absolutely nothing happened, which was surprising. It was the first time and only time that I've stayed up there, and it was uneventful. But for the most part, whenever I'm up there, there's always something strange going on up there. And I can't tell you why that is because I don't know. But I will tell you this, it's a place and it's the only place where this occurs. Out of all the places that I've camped and continue to camp, even though it doesn't seem like there's many places I've camped, there is a lot of places that I've camped that you guys have never seen yet. And I'm going to be covering those places. It'll probably take me several seasons because some are so short. But a lot of times I do it out of convenience. If a place is close by, because I'm always so busy and doing YouTube videos takes up so much time, that it's more of a convenience thing than anything. But Pineapple Junction is the only place that if you were camping up there alone, you would feel very uneasy being around a campfire by yourself. It's happened to me many times. It's gotten to where once it gets dark and the fire is burning, I don't want to be sitting out around the campfire um, alone in those woods because every time I feel like I'm being watched. Number one. Number two, it always sounds like somebody's walking up on me. And what I do is I move my chair around. Like I could have my back to the woods and be facing the road, and then it'll sound like something's coming up behind me. So then I'll move my chair to where I have my back to the road and I'm facing the woods, and then it sounds like something's coming across the stones on the road. So no matter where you sit around a campfire, wherever you have your back facing, it sounds like something's coming up behind you. And so it's a very uneasy feeling. And it always sounds like something is just beyond the light of the campfire. And sometimes it sounds like it's more than one thing. So it makes you feel like you're outnumbered. That's the feeling you get, like you're outnumbered by something, you're being watched by something, and something is sneaking up on you. I don't know what that is, but it's gotten to the point where it's been so unnerving up there whenever I've camped up there by myself to where once it gets dark and I just leave the fire burning and I go into the van, lock the doors, and I go to bed much earlier than I want to. And though I go into bed, thinking I'm going to go to bed much earlier, I end up laying awake for it could be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours or even longer, which can be very, very boring because you're just laying there waiting for all that time to pass. But in the time of laying there, that's when you'll hear all kinds of things outside of the van in those woods, all kinds of strange noises. Sometimes it's distant, sometimes it's right outside the van, and you never know what it's going to be. You never know which side of the van it's going to come from. Sometimes it sounds like there's something right outside the van walking around it. Nothing so far has ever tried to get into the van or sounded like it was trying to get into the van, but it's a very strange, it's a beautiful place in the daytime, but at nighttime, I'll tell you guys, that place takes on a different vibe. Let me tell you what, I'd like to say that it's like day and night, literally like day and night, but it is. It's completely different after dark than it is through the daytime. I mean, you can't even compare the two. It's nothing like the same. And there's always a bright moon that comes over the top of that mountain, shining down through those woods, and just ups the creep factor. But it wouldn't be scary if it wasn't for the fact that there's always noises up there and things happening that are unexplainable. I'm not sure why that is. If there's something that maybe happened 100 years ago up in those woods, or if there's some kind of history in those woods. I don't know. I know when I'm at Tracy Ridge, that is far more remote than Pineapple Junction, and Pineapple Junction is remote, but I've never had that vibe at Tracy Ridge. I could sit around the campfire all night long and have done so at Tracy Ridge for 19 years. And I never felt like something was creeping up on me or heard something that sounded like something was creeping up on me or ever felt like I was being watched or outnumbered or anything like that. But at Pineapple Junction, you never feel like you're alone after dark. You never feel like you're alone after dark. Like there's something just in the shadows, beyond the trees, close. And that's the feeling that I get all the time. So I'm like on high alert once night falls and it's really black up there. And all you have is just whatever lights you have with you to illuminate the woods. I'm really on high alert, and it really puts me on edge because of the feeling that this place gives you. And there's no other place that gives me this feeling like that place. Not even South Valley, as creepy as that place is down there, doesn't even give me the same vibe. But Pineapple Junction, there's something very special, unique, and different about that place. And but not always in a good way. Gorgeous place in the daytime, beautiful campground in the daytime, but even in the daytime, it's got kind of like a haunting vibe to it. It's a strange place where it could be really, really still at one moment. And then all of a sudden the wind picks up out of nowhere and you start hearing strange noises in the woods, and then it'll settle back down again. So there's always this mixed match of things going on day and night to where you never know what's going to happen up there. Um, Very strange place. I sure as hell would never stay up there in a tent. I can tell you that right now. I would never stay at that place without being in something where I can lock doors and, be able to drive off if I needed to, because there'd be no time to pack if anything really horrific happened up there. So if it weren't for the van, I wouldn't even camp there. But I camped there because it's, like I said, it's a beautiful place. But even though it's got its strange factor, its unexplained factor, um, you know, sometimes that just goes with it when you camp in the outdoors. Not all places are going to be the same. And you just have to treat it a little different out there, is all. You just got to be careful, be aware of your surroundings, and pay attention. You know, there's times where I've seen movement in the woods and I wasn't sure, did I see what I just saw, where it looked like something passed from one tree to the next, like I was playing hide and seek, going from one tree to another. And it's like, I don't know if I really saw that. But that's the only place I ever see stuff like that going on up there. Other than that, no other place I've ever gone has ever been that way. So there's something unique and different about it. But, I've been up there with a trail cam. The trail cam never got anything. I've been up there making videos. I've reviewed my videos and I look past myself, looking into the background of the videos, and sometimes I'll slow them down. I can't go, through every frame by frame, but sometimes I wonder, what's going on beyond the video that I'm creating. Is there anything in the background I may have captured accidentally? Sometimes I review footage to see if there is something, and I haven't run across anything other than this latest video when I had Gizmo with me and I slowed it down at the end and I saw that there was these shadowy figures. But outside of that, there's been nothing that I've captured on video up there. But it's the audio. If I had a field audio recorder, you guys, you won't believe the sounds I'd be able to capture from up there. There's all kinds of crazy things you'll hear, and it just makes you wonder what's doing it and where's it coming from. Very strange. The sounds are far worse than anything that you could probably even see up there. So just thought I'd do a video about that. But I'm not going to stop camping there, because, like I said, I love the outdoors. And, if a place is going to be a little weird, then so be it. I'm not afraid of that. It's just that once night falls, it just feels like you're dealing with something different and not to screw around. So it's like time to go in the van, time to go to bed, do something else, read a book, listen to music, whatever. But sitting out around a campfire, that place is beyond eerie. I'd only want to do that if I had like a group of people with me, and then that would probably be fine. I don't know. But alone, that's not a place. If you don't believe me, go camping there, hang out around a campfire up there after dark by yourself, and see if what I'm telling you isn't true, that you don't get the same vibe as I do, and pick up on it and know that there's something there, something's not right. And yeah, you won't hang out around the fire very long. Trust me on that one. You just won't. So I just thought I'd mention that, you guys. I got more videos coming. I've got content I've got to create. And I've got another review on a light. So this one's a headlamp. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.